Okay. Just reduce the music a bit. Okay. Can everyone hear me? Just gonna wait to see if everyone can hear me. Thank you guys for like waiting in the chat. I was setting things up, trying to make sure that everything is all right, like the audio and everything. Hey Shion. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Hey Chigozi. Honestly, thanks so much for being here. I hope the audio, before we start, let's just do like a quality check. Is the audio good? Can you see my screen? I'm currently zooming in. How's the lag? Also there's gonna be kind of like a bit of a delay. Like that's just like with streaming and everything. So I think the last time I tested it, it was like a 30 seconds delay. So sometimes you might send something to the chats and I might see it like later. For example, right now, the chat, okay, it just popped up. The chat wasn't popping up on the what's it called? Like the overlay on YouTube, but it's popping up now. But I can see you guys on live chat. So I'm getting it in real time, but there's a 30 seconds delay. So just wanna put that there. But I'm glad everything sounds good. Okay, that's great. Okay, yeah. So before we begin, this old grandma that I sketched when I was testing it out just to make sure that everything was going okay. But yeah, before I begin, I was actually like kind of down yesterday and kind of like in the morning today I kind of had a bit of a fever. I'm feeling better now, but like, you know, I didn't want to like postpone the stream because like it's been long overdue. I've been meaning to like finally start streaming on YouTube for a very, very long time now. So I'm just like glad. I just wanted to get it over with. So yeah. A few other things to just note is that like this is my first stream, if the title already doesn't say it. So I feel very anxious right now. But I want to try to push myself out of my comfort zone. So just in case I might like pause for a while to kind of like get my train of thoughts, or I might what's it called, say a lot of like likes, you know, I might go off topic. Just please understand that it's gonna take a while for me to get used to this entire thing, right? Okay. Yeah, that's mainly it. I'm gonna try not to swear as much. I don't know the way YouTube's swearing guidelines or restrictions. I don't know. I'll try my best, but it might occasionally slip out sometimes, you know. So just in case, I'm just putting it out there. Yeah. Okay, so before we begin, I wanted to like just put a few things, make a few like announcement, not really announcement, but like this stream is gonna be a very like kind of like a soft launch to streaming. So just kind of like tell you guys what I want, like the kind of content you can expect from the streams, and like the kind of you know, what to expect basically, and also like just answer some questions regarding like future streams or any questions that you want to ask in general while I sketch. So I'm just gonna move over here for a minute. So yeah, this is a very oh, we're live. I also have to remind myself to keep looking at the chat. Sometimes I'm in my head and I forget. Okay, so yeah, this is a very stupid presentation I made just to like for the first stream, just like kind of give you guys the gist of it. So I'm sure most of you already know who I am, but just in case, my name is Ogechukwu Nedima Okafor. My nickname is Nedi, so that's my full name for anyone who's curious. 22, I'll be 23 in June actually. So oh gosh, anyways, I'm a concept art student in I'm a concept art student studying Artstation Studio Montreal in Canada, and I am Nigerian. I was born and raised in Nigeria. So yeah. So for the streams, I plan on like having like 3 main kind of like categories. So the first ones are like study sessions, and then draw with me's and other fun stuff. So I'm gonna try to quickly break down what all these means just really fast before we get into it, before we get into the Q&A section for the stream. So the study session is basically just like study alongs, because I find that I really like making educational content, like how to draw and how to like how to improve, because like when I started off, there was some sort of content that I looked for that I felt like was lacking, and I felt like a lot of videos, some videos, not a lot, were kind of like trying to meet the YouTube requirements of being short and concise so that it could like, you know, make people watch the videos. But I think that kind of, you know, because of that, because we're trying to make the videos so concise, they kind of didn't go into enough details in like certain topics. You get what I mean? When I started my channel, I realized that I also face the same problem, because like I want to like explain so much, but then like, you know, there isn't enough time, or there isn't enough, like I have to make sure I keep the video short and concise. So I think for the streams, I could like have study sessions where I could basically like do some study sessions and go deeper than I would usually go in my videos. And this way you all can also like ask questions if there's anything like you don't understand. I could try to like, you know, explain my process, and yeah, just like basically share knowledge and everything. So that's basically what the study sessions are. So we're gonna have like artist studies. I'm gonna just show you a quick example of like I'm gonna show you a quick example of like an artist study. So basically like I have this Notion page, basically with all my artist inspirations, and each week, depending on the stream, if that stream we're doing an artist study, that stream we pick a like artist and kind of break down what I like about the artist, what I notice. I don't know how YouTube's nudity guidelines are, so I'm just gonna do this. But yeah, we can just break down what makes the artist work. Like, you know, this is Jennifer Woosling. I hope I'm pronouncing her name right. But yeah, that's kind of like an example of an artist study. Then topic/subject studies, basically we're gonna like pick a topic from the art fundamentals, like perspective. I struggle a lot with perspective, so maybe, you know, anatomy, color studies, value, and we just like do a study. Art book studies. So if you all are familiar with my channel, you already know that I love collecting art books. I love collecting art educational books. So I have a bunch of like art books that I would like to like break down, specifically the 3D Totals anatomy one. So it would be fun to like study them together live and kind of like see, you know, and learn together. Draw with me's are the second category, and for this category is mainly focusing on like just like chill hanging out and drawing together. So like homework sessions, as I mentioned, I'm in art school and have a bunch of homework. Sometimes it gets lonely, like just sitting at home and drawing on my own. So yeah, like maybe one day I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna go live, and anyone who wants to like draw along with me can like feel free to like chill in the chat and draw along with me. So yeah. Personal projects, I have a lot of personal projects I'm working on. For art school, we have to like do an IP for our graduation project, and I also have like a few other personal projects I'm working on, and it'll be fun to like, you know, show you guys the process of what I'm working on, as you know, and we develop it together. And then just casual draw and chills, like today is probably gonna be like a draw and chill. It's just like me sketching whatever comes to mind, and yeah, just like, you know, fun times, I guess. Then the last one is other fun stuff, basically Q&As, answering questions, art feedbacks. So like taking requests, and if you guys feel like maybe you wanna show me your art, so maybe give you some feedback or my opinion on how you can improve. I'll probably announce it ahead of time and probably drop a link where anyone who wants to like get feedback can post their work in the link. I don't know whether it's gonna be Dropbox, I don't know yet, but like can post their work in the link, and then when the stream starts, we're gonna like go through everyone's art and kind of like break it down. And then yeah, announcements. You guys, anyone who catches the stream is gonna have early announcements to like all my stuff and whatnot. So that's basically the gist of the content. Hi Olivia. Oh no, you're not late. I'm basically just no, you're not late. I'm very busy. I just started like a few minutes ago. I'm basically just like summarizing what type of content to expect from the stream. I actually posted this on my community tab a few days ago, but I'm basically just like explaining everything. So yeah, it's nothing much. You didn't miss anything yet. Yeah, also real quick, I don't know if you guys can see that trial thing at the bottom, or you can probably see the trial thing. I'm using this app called Air Server to like, you know, like stream from my iPad to my computer. So right now I'm not sure I'm not sure if I want to commit to it yet. So I'm testing it out. I'm using the free trial, but depending on how this goes, so far it's so good, it's working fine. So depending on how this goes, I'll most likely yeah, this thing over here, I'll most likely pay for it or not. So yeah, okay. So before we start officially, I also want to say that I consider myself a student. I'm always growing. I think everyone is a student actually. Everyone has, you know, always has something to learn. So this stream isn't meant to be like a me trying to tell you this is what to do, this is how to do it. I know everything, I know all the answers, just listen to me and me alone, you know. That's not it. I want to just like share what I learn and what I'm learning with you all, you know, and also learn from you guys as well. If maybe you notice that I'm doing something and maybe it's not the, you know, maybe like not the right way, you can like tell me, hey, I have a better way, or I think maybe what you're doing is wrong, or you know, that's honestly fine. Like we're here to like grow together and like bounce off of ideas. So yeah, how's it going, Neddy? Me? Oh yeah, so we're gonna just be, like I mentioned earlier, I'm gonna say it again, we're gonna just be sketching along on Procreate, because I use Procreate. By the way, I listed what I use down below. So Procreate on my iPad, 2022 11-inch iPad Pro. Yeah, that's what I use, and the second generation Apple Pencil. So we're gonna be sketching, and I'll be answering some, for today's stream, I'll be answering some questions that you guys have regarding maybe future streams, or just like general questions in general. I don't know what I'm gonna be sketching for now, but like, you know, just a simple chill draw with me session for now, for today. The stream is gonna be maybe like an hour or an hour 30 minutes. I don't know yet, but then yeah, about that time. So yeah, just gonna check if there are any questions left. Okay, so yeah, just gonna swipe. Okay, so I drew this cute granny while I was doing the test stream earlier on. If you have any questions on like my workflow, future stream content, if you have any suggestions for future stream content, I'll be taking down notes. If you have any questions on like the brushes I use mainly Gin Sketches brushes and whatnot, and just feel free to ask any question you have. So I'm gonna just start drawing whatever comes to mind. I don't really know. I don't really know. Gosh, it's so difficult to try and avoid like swearing. Yeah, so cute. Oh, thank you. I just wanted to, I don't know, just goofing around, I guess. I hope I got everything I wanted to say. An updated sketchbook tour. Okay, so I would love to make an updated sketchbook tour. The thing is, because I moved recently to I hope this isn't lagging. Just real quick, just let me know in the chat, be like if it's lagging or not. But yeah, so I recently moved to like not recently, but in September last year, I moved to Canada, and because I was moving, I had to like leave a bunch of like my stuff behind, like a bunch of it. Like I had to leave my art books and my sketchbooks. So I don't really, and since I've come to art school, I haven't really been like sketching as much. I guess like schoolwork has just like taken over my life, which I could show you guys some of like the schoolwork and stuff. But yeah, schoolwork has like been taking over my life, I guess. So I haven't had time to sketch, unfortunately, or do anything actually. So yeah, I've just been, I mean, I do sketch, but like not in my sketchbook. I sketch a lot in Procreate, so like I have a digital sketchbook or something like that, not necessarily a physical sketchbook. I am trying to get back into sketching, but yeah. Okay, great, there's no lag, thank goodness, because like I said, this is the free trial. I just want to make sure that I can because if everything works out fine, I'm gonna purchase it, I guess. So yeah, really, oh yeah, it is. I was actually very sad like at first, but I'm gonna try to find a way. Like I want to settle down, then I'm gonna find a way to send my art books. They're all in my family home, so I just have to like find a way to send it. Why Procreate? So I actually always, like, my art journey, my digital art journey always started off with Procreate. Like I never used Photoshop. Like I wasn't I started drawing digitally in 2017 and it was on my iPad mini. So I've just always been familiar with Procreate. Plus it's just so much more convenient, right? Like everything you need is right here. I don't have to worry about like shortcut keys. I don't even know what they're called. And like Photoshop is so intimidating. Like since I've come to art school, we've had to like use Photoshop for gosh, most of our work, and I use like any class that is not like Photoshop isn't a requirement. I use my iPad because if I'm trying to work on Photoshop, I'm just like 10 times slower. I don't even know what I'm drawing. So yeah, I just really prefer Procreate over Photoshop. By the way, guys, I really don't know what I'm drawing right now, so it's gonna take a while before like I kind of get the idea of what I'm drawing. I might erase and start over like multiple times until like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Let's see. Yeah, Photoshop is just a lot, and you have to have like a good PC and like, gosh, the only issue I have with Procreate is, or the only issue I had with Procreate, because I'm using the iPad Pro, but like before I started using the iPad Pro, I kind of had the 9.7-inch iPad. It wasn't a Pro, it was just a regular iPad. So it was compatible with the Apple Pencil, but like the thing is, because it was a regular iPad, it wasn't like strong to handle like large files on Procreate. So when I would try to like make a large illustration or something, right, it would always like oh my gosh, I'm getting distracted, I'm sorry. It would always, I would have very low layer limits, and it would like kind of not help with the workflow, because I had to like work with limited layers, and sometimes it would crash on me. Like I remember when I was doing my working on an artwork for my art school portfolio for the application, and I literally it was an environment piece, and literally Procreate crashed on me because the file was too large, and it wasn't even that large of a file, but like the whole thing just crashed on me. I panicked, man. I panicked. So yeah, but now that I've upgraded, I don't face that issue. At least I haven't faced that issue since for a while, so I don't know. I guess you can yeah. I should have probably prepared something to draw in advance, because now I'm like, what do I want to do? I know I want to do like a character, but then, or do you guys want to just like, maybe I'll show you a few of the stuff that, oh, actually, I think I have an idea. I saw this picture on Instagram. Just give me a second. On Instagram, and I wanted to use like it gave me an idea, so maybe I could work on it now. By the way, how are you guys doing? What time is it? Where are you from? Saved. Can I make a request? Oh, you can leave requests down. Depending on what it is though. Like I don't mind like hearing suggestions, but like yeah, it depends. So I want to do something I'm kind of comfortable with. So like I don't have to like, cause I'm live. I don't wanna. Hyungjin, that's a K-pop star, yeah. Just want to be sure. Where is he? Hyungjin. I listen to K-pop by the way, but like I'm an EXO, so I'm not really familiar with like most other K-pop artists. Hyungjin. Oh, Stray Kids. Ah, Yarudo. I see. My two best friends are obsessed with this guy. In Stray Kids, I really like what's his name? Banchan. I like his facial structure. Yeah. Adventure time in your style. How does that even work? Finn the human in my style, or Jake the dog? That's funny. Okay. So I would love to do the Hyunjin one, but I'm scared. Like, I'm scared because like trying to capture like likeness. I have to really concentrate sometimes. I'm worried that like I might mess him up and like ruin it for like the fans or ruin it for you. So I don't know if you're fine with like seeing a very horrid, probably very horrid. I don't know how it's gonna go for now, but like I also have to look for a good reference. That might take some time. I don't know. Man. Image? Okay, so you know what? I think I'll try to like, because right now I'm trying to look for, I have to find a good reference, and because it's gonna take some time, I already have like an artwork that I kind of want to work on. So I don't know, I don't want to waste too much time looking for a reference because I'm scrolling and I'm not really seeing a good reference. I'm seeing most like selfie pictures and like pictures without like good lighting. I mean good lighting, but like not good lighting to draw with. So, or at least for me to draw with. So I'm just, because I don't want to wait, I don't want you guys to keep looking at a blank screen. I'm sorry, but then maybe next time I could prepare in advance and probably like find some better reference. So yeah, just need to find that post that I saved. Yeah, here it is. So yeah, I want to draw. Okay, let's begin. Oh no, actually, I can be pretty. I can like for this. Oh, I missed someone's chat. I'm doing well. I actually have to study for finals this week, so I'm taking a break by watching your stream. Oh, thank you so much. Good luck on your finals. Thank you for joining in. I was actually like worried that maybe no one is gonna show up, so I'm glad that people are, people decided to show up. Oop. So yeah, sorry if I miss your chats. You can just like maybe like tell me that, oh, I missed your chat or whatnot, and I'm gonna get to it or something. What about a Kiribako sketch? Oh my god, I would love to. I don't really draw fan art though, but like I would love to. But I don't know about like I would love to do, but I don't know if everyone on stream is like a Kiribako fan. I would love to do. I don't really do. I do. Okay, I've drawn a bit of fan art, but like I don't know. I don't really. It depends. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to draw fan art. Like, and then sometimes I'm like, no, I don't want to. I don't know. But Kiribako, I've actually never drawn My Hero Academia fan art before, so I don't know. I saw I saw this really nice photo on Instagram of like these like I think they're like African schoolgirls. I don't know where they're from though, but I don't know if that's even a school uniform, but they had this like hot pink like dresses on, and it looked like a school uniform, and I thought, oops. And I thought it was really pretty, and I wanted to like draw a character with like I wanted to draw a character with that kind of like outfit on. I think maybe to like later on down the stream I'm gonna like maybe work on some I wonder, is anyone drawing along? Curious. Is anyone drawing along? It took me so long to decide if I wanted to like stream on Twitch or YouTube, because like I heard like streaming on Twitch is obviously better, but then like do we want to give her like an afro or like sure? I think I originally wanted to give her like a short nappy hair, I think. What is this pose? Maybe? Oh, you're cooking. Oh, what are you cooking though? Have I eaten today? Okay, yeah, I have. Sometimes I randomly forget, like, I don't know if I've eaten today, because like sometimes I'm so busy, and I was so anxious today because like I kept on thinking of like the whole stream, and I was like, how's it gonna go? Is it gonna work out? Ooh, chicken and rice porridge sounds delicious. Everyone can draw, you know. I think everyone can draw. I think it's just like, you know, by the way, if anyone is just wondering what this thing here is, it's just a reference tool on Procreate. I literally can't draw without this, but I recommend if you use Procreate, always have like, I think Photoshop has something similar. I don't know, I don't use Photoshop, but like I think Photoshop has something similar, and I recommend that if you use like Procreate, that you should always have this on, because it's really helpful for you to see you know, it's really helpful for you to see what you're working on and at a zoomed out level. Oh no, make sure to, oh yeah, thank you. Honestly, like this term has been quite something. I had to constantly like remind myself that like it's not the end of the world if like, you know, girl, you can rest sometimes, don't like kill yourself. But yeah, it was definitely better than the previous terms. Like the previous terms were honestly like chaotic, like moving to a different country, trying to like adjust, and like I made a video about it, but like I didn't want to like talk too much in the video, because I didn't want to like, you know, I didn't want to, what's it called? I didn't want to seem to like I was complaining too much, because I know like it's a privilege to, you know, go to art school or something. So I didn't want to seem like I was complaining, but like it was truly what's this? It was truly like a experience to try and like learn everything and adjust to like the new lifestyle. and like accept that, okay, this is my life now, you know. So yeah, where is this shit? Why am I struggling so much with this? You know what? What inspires you? Okay, so that question is always a very like it's a difficult question to answer. Is it? Actually, not difficult, that's not the word I'm looking for, but you know when you're like inspired by multiple things and your inspirations kind of like change as you know, grow and develop as an artist. So I just right now I would say what inspires me is like other artists at the moment. Like I haven't really like there's nothing really crazy other than I love looking at other artists' work, and I want to like draw like these other artists that I look up to, and I, you know, love their work as well, and I just kind of want to draw like them. That's kind of what inspires me most times to create art in general. So yeah, what's it called? That's a long story short. It seems like it should be something like drastic, right? It seems like it's like, oh, I'm inspired by all this beautiful nature, but like for me, honestly, I just always love like looking at work from artists that I admire and work from like artists that I look up to, and that's basically what inspires me the most. So unfortunately nothing to I want to make her nose flat, like, because I want to, you know, no, I like the shape. Also, the gesture that I'm using, I'm just flipping my canvas with this gesture. I forget what it's called. Yeah, so, but it's a quick menu. Yeah, that's what it's called, quick menu. And I just have like flip horizontally and flip vertically, like on this side. So when I do this and do this, like, oops, do this, you can kind of see. So I just go this way and it flips, because it's always important to like flip your canvas regularly. Just got into digital art recently. Oh, that's great to hear. How's it going? I mean, like, yeah, there's like digital art is so like, honestly speaking, I love digital art so much. I've tried, like, I draw in my sketchbook, but like I've tried going into like more traditional mediums. I would really like to I still would really like to try oils, but like I've tried watercolor, and yeah, I'm like, I don't know, I'm just so impatient. And plus, you see like how I'm very indecisive, and I need to like make so many adjustments. I couldn't do that easily with traditional mediums, and that's kind of like, you know. Plus, I don't really have a workflow for traditional mediums yet, so that's also another reason. It's a means of therapy more than a hobby, honestly. Yeah, honestly speaking, like for me as well, like when I started drawing specifically with like digital art, it's just like so relaxing. Like sometimes I just like pick up my iPad and draw with like my iPad, and I'm like trying to, you know, concentrate. Or Domino's smiling, or I think her face is too short. No, it's fine. Maybe just hard to balance while studying. Yeah, okay, truly I totally understand, because like before coming to art school, I was a computer science student, and gosh, it was very difficult when I was trying to like balance classes and like practicing at the same time and like studying at the same time. It's honestly not like it's but I feel like a good way to do it is like for me, what helped me was honestly, actually, don't take my advice. I was just a very bad student. I'm the kind of person who's very stubborn, and like I just really want to do what I want to do. So maybe I wasn't the best student, so maybe you shouldn't follow my advice. Like I knew very much that I didn't want to do computer science, so I knew very well that like I focused a lot on my art basically, and kind of neglected a bunch of stuff, including my health, because I was just like, I wanted to. So maybe you shouldn't take my advice, maybe. Same, I only draw on Procreate. I've been trying to draw on my sketchbook more. I definitely recommend like sketching more. Like I loved like sketching, and I found a lot like of balance in like I found peace with my work when I started sketching more often in my sketchbook. Like I had so much fun like in the past sketching in my sketchbook. I really wish I had more time to like just work in my sketchbook. Okay, time to adjust some of her proportions though. Towards the end of the stream, I'll probably show you guys some like of some stuff I've been working on, I guess. Schoolwork, and if you guys want to, that is. I think it's fun. I like looking at like works. I mean, you can count that as a sketchbook tour because most of my sketches are on my iPad, so. Okay. Pressure. That is what you are. Okay, I'm gonna do that like towards the end of the stream. How long have we been going? Actually, this stream started by 6. Okay, we're almost an hour in. Though I did like wait like 20 minutes or 15 minutes, I think, trying to get everything all set up. But okay, definitely, I'll show you guys some stuff that I've been working on for school. Right now in our term, we have to like work on our IP project. So, because basically when we graduate, we're gonna have a. Oop! What? Oh, the fuck! I was so scared right now. So when we're graduating, we're gonna work on our IP. So that's kind of like what we're gonna show to recruiters, and we kind of all have like a topic to deal with. So that's what we're working on right now. I loved your video on the first term experience. Oh, thank you so much. I'm hoping to get the second term experience out by June, I hope, because I kind of like want to like give it some space. Even though I'm already in my third term right now, I still want to give it some space and not just like rush it. Something feels off. I think maybe her head is too big. I don't know. Yeah, her head is definitely too big, but then I'm wondering if so for the most part, what has changed has been like I would say my skill set, the way I think has changed, but not only that, like also just in general, we've kind of like started like we're talking more about like our graduation project and talking more about like how to, you know, start preparing for our portfolio. And we've kind of left the introductory phase. Like nothing we're doing is introductory anymore. Sorry, like the first few terms we're constantly just like learning, oh, perspective, this that. We don't really have any intro courses this term, if I'm correct. Obviously, like if we don't understand anything, our teachers still explain to us, but we don't necessarily have like any intro to this. We kind of did all that, so right now we're kind of just, I don't like that. Right now we're kind of just like, you know. Yeah, her shoulders, right? Her shoulders might be a bit too short. I'm gonna adjust that a bit more later. Hey Stephanie, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right because it's spelled differently from Stephanie, but I guess it's Stephanie, right? Hey, thanks for joining the stream. I really do appreciate you guys showing up. I swear I was so anxious today. I was so anxious. I was like, no one is gonna show up. I put in all this effort and like no one's gonna be here. No one's gonna care. Why am I doing this? Nobody cares. No one gives a shit. I'm gonna just be talking to myself all alone. So I'm just really glad that like you guys showed up. Thank you so much for all the support, by the way. So just for the people just joining, I'm taking questions, frequently asked questions. You can ask me about like my workflow or you know, stream contents and stuff. Just feel free to ask what you want to ask, I guess. Okay, I think I've gotten her face to like a part, something I like. I just need to look at the reference. I wish I could. Okay, let me try and see if I can pull up the reference. Give me a second so I can show you guys what I'm actually talking about, and it's not just me like so you kind of get the gist of what I'm saying. Just give me 1 second, pull it up real quick. Okay, so this is the image. I just really like the hot pink. Pink is my favorite color, by the way. So yeah, I just really like that shade of pink, the contrast between like the bright pink and their like beautiful, gorgeous dark skin. I kind of just want to do something like that, like, but kind of make her look like she's in a school uniform, you know. So that's kind of what I'm going for. So yeah, just in case anyone is wondering, it's up here. This is the reference. I think I want to make her lips bigger as well, because I remember when I had the idea, I imagined her like with really like exaggerated features. So I'll try and do that. Let me see. Where's the balance between exaggeration and moderation? That's a good question. Good topic. I personally love exaggeration, but then, you know, I also like, I think it reflects in my work too. Like I really like when, you know, sometimes it's moderated and sometimes it's very exaggerated. Your favorite color is purple? Oh, I love purple as well. It's such a gorgeous color. If you've seen some of my older videos, my room in my house, my parents like literally just made it like a purple den. Like literally my rug was purple, my bedspread was purple, my curtains were purple, even though my favorite color was pink, right? So it was very funny, but yeah, I love purple. It's such a beautiful color. Let's really adjust this a bit more. I think when I start painting, maybe it'll look decent, but then for now, I don't know. That's another thing. Her ear is way too big. What the hell? Why did I make it like huge? You guys, how dare you not tell me her ear was too big? I'm joking. But yeah, always checking like proportions is like a good thing to do. Like when you flip your canvas, always like ask yourself like, okay, because when you start off, it might look normal, but then the more you work, the more you realize that like, okay, it's you know, it's not accurate and you have to like adjust. Yours meant to be a lot lower because she's kind of... I think her face is too short as well. Maybe. That's how your dorm is? Like this? Here? The school uniform or... I'm sorry, I'm sorry, Olivia, I don't really remember what I said, I'm sorry. What do you mean by that's how your dorm is? Oh, the purple, okay. I think, yeah. What's your rule of thumb when developing a concept? I had some difficulties channeling ideas into composition. Okay, so like, do you mean like concept art, like character concept, or do you mean like sorry. Do you mean like coming up with like character designs, like concept art for character design, or like what kind of concepts? Just like standalone characters, or yeah, that's kind of the question actually, because I actually was thinking of making, I had this idea actually a few days ago, to make a video with my, like, because I have different workflows for different type of like different workflows for different type of concepts. So if I'm trying to make a character concept, it would be totally different from if I was trying to make, like, let's say like my workflow would be totally different from if I was trying to make I was just drawing a character for fun, right? Like this is just for fun. I'm not like thinking of any like kind of design here. I kind of have a reference. I'm just like drawing as I go. But like if I was to like, let's say, come up with a character concept, like I'll show you later some of my schoolwork. If I was doing that, then it'd be totally different workflow. Okay, characters and mood boarding. So okay. So for me, right now I have like one way that I would do it is I would first kind of thinking when you're coming up with a character, it's best to first start thinking in words first. I know this seems like so weird, but like think of the character in simple words. So you have to try to find 3 words that sum up the character. So it can be cool. The words can either be like behavioral or like just physical traits. So like big, maybe big, you know, or maybe like if it's a creature, spiky or something, you know. It all depends on it all depends on like what you're trying to go for, but try to simplify the character into 3 words that kind of like gives you the general gist of the character, that like, and then try to make your design like just like point back to these 3 words, or one more word, maybe pink, right? And try to make your design point back to these 3 words. And you know, when you're looking for reference, I use Pinterest to find all my reference, and I actually use give me another second. I use Milanote to gather reference. I recently started using Milanote. I used to use PureRef before, but because I work on my iPad, it was such like a pain for me, and I wasn't really the biggest fan of PureRef. It's just that like that's the industry standard, so everyone is like use PureRef, whatnot. But to be honest, I'd rather like I didn't really vibe with it, so I got this app Visref. If you know Ergo Josh, he uses it a lot, and it was a paid app. I bought it, and I mean it's alright, it's cool, but I didn't really use it as much. I felt like it was very restricting to the iPad. Sometimes I'm like on my phone, and sometimes I'm on my laptop and I'm trying to find, give me a second actually, where is that folder? Soft portrait. Okay, so sometimes I'm on my laptop and I kind of want to find like, I'm using Pinterest on my laptop and I want to, you know, look for reference on Pinterest. With PureRef, sorry, no, not PureRef, with Milanote, there's this extension where basically you can clip work from your Pinterest or any work on the internet, and any image on the internet directly to your Milanote. So that's so convenient because I don't have to like manually download everything and save it. By the way, this is not sponsored. I'm just like talking about like how much this has changed my workflow for gathering references. So basically I have like a board, and I just named the board. If I like right now, this is me trying to work on a self-portrait, and I'm gathering reference for a future self-portrait that I want to paint. And basically I just look at Artstation, Pinterest, Instagram, and I have an extension on my PC where I can just like clip it directly to my Milanote board, and when I clip it, it just appears. Maybe I'll try to show a quick example really quickly. Let me see if I can just do that. Where is it? Say my name, Erin Yang. I'm sorry. Oh my god, no. By the way, guys, I am so done with Attack on Titan right now. Like, not the show itself, but I'm so done with like the way, like what Attack on Titan season, what part? Oh god, no. By the way, no spoilers, just in case. Just no anime or manga spoilers, please. Let's all be, you know. So I want to demonstrate the way the clipping stuff works. So I'm just gonna go to Pinterest right now and just like maybe clip any random image. Pinterest, and that is not why I clicked. This is what I clicked. Okay, so I'm just gonna save to self-portrait. No, yeah. So basically, did you guys just see that? Like, I use my PC, so sorry if you didn't see the process, but basically it's just an extension, and when you click the image, it shows you a pop-up that says save to Milanote, and you can save it directly to any board on your Milanote, and then it just pops up here, and then you can just like bring it here, and it's so freaking convenient, right? Like, you can add like color palettes. Once again, this is not sponsored, I just really like this. So that is like my process of like gathering reference, and you know, that's it. Hopefully that answered your question. But yeah, so when I'm done gathering reference, I just like when I'm done gathering reference, let's see. What is the software? The software is Milanote. Milanote. Here it is. So Milanote. I have it in the description, but I think I didn't put the link. I'll put the link later. Guess who this is? I'm assuming it's someone I know, but I cannot really. I can't tell from the chat because I don't know anyone by that name. I don't know if that's Sciento Lo Siento? I don't know. But I'm guessing it's someone I know. I mean, yeah, Milano, that's the name of the app. So basically, this is a way that I gather reference. I can show you more. You can make as much boards as you want. Like I use this to make an art bible for myself, which basically very intense. As you can see, I'm. Can you guys tell I'm an ENFPs? So this is basically like a style reference guide of like how I kind of want my style to look. I don't really recommend it. Like what do I mean is like you can try it. It's not really for everyone. But I have like this style guide. I can also make a whole video explaining how I make this and basically how I want my style to look, from stylized all the way to like more realistic stuff. And then the kind of characters I want to make. These are all not my artwork, by the way. These are all artwork from like different artists I look up to. Jason Chan, TB Choi, you know, Six More Marco and all these guys. So many amazing talented artists. But yeah, this does take a lot to do, but yeah, it's working so well for me, and I could make a video, like I said, explaining the entire process. But I can tell that I can see how it can be overwhelming for some people to like make everything. So, but yeah, it works for me. Going back to keep drawing. So yeah, after gathering reference, like you can like try to tailor your design towards the words and whatnot. Guessing tip: Archie Comics law. Oh my, Archie Comics, that's very vague. Can you give me one more tip and I can probably remember it, because like Archie Comics is very vague. I want to say Toba, but then I could be very wrong, so just let me know. Yes, no spoilers, please. No spoilers in the chat, please. I beg you. Okay, so I think I'm happy with her face. Okay, maybe not, but like I could always like adjust it later. It's fine. And let's just like add more details to her. Oh yeah, Olivia, I hope I answered your question. I don't know if that was good enough. If you think I didn't answer it, then yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know we can seem so overwhelming, right? But like for me, it's like that's just like that makes my brain is very unorganized, and if I don't do that, like if I don't like structure, make a physical visual representation of what's in my head, I will not move forward. Like it will be so difficult for me to like make progress. So that's kind of why I have to do something like that. Not necessarily because like I want to. Okay, no, that's a lie. Actually, I really enjoy making unnecessary mood boards over and over again. So yeah, I guess I do enjoy doing it. Oh, Toba. Oh, so it's Toba. Hey, Toba. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Welcome. How are you? By the way, guys, my friend Toba from primary school is in the chat. He was the reason I got into drawing. He used to make like these really cool comics, and I couldn't draw back then, so I would be so envious. I'm like, I want to do that, but then I couldn't. So you guys should thank Toba. His Toba, how do you pronounce this thing? Lo Ciento? So that's him. He was the reason I got into art in the first place. So yeah, I can make a full video explaining how I make that stuff, because if you want to. Like I said, it's not a recommend it. It's not a necessity, right? Because I know it's not for everyone. It's oh, what the fuck did I do? It's not for everyone, right? It's very much a me thing that I enjoy doing, but yeah. Oh, it's Spanish for sorry. Okay. Okay. Oops. You guys, I'm about to draw what I hate drawing the most. Not that I hate it, but I don't know how to. Folds, oh my gosh. I struggle so much drawing folds. I have to literally mentally tell myself, okay, so the line comes from here, so there's gonna be some going down. It's loose, so that means it's gonna hang a bit. I don't really fucking know. Oops, I swore again. I'm sorry. What brought you? Oh, Taba, love you too. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna make the video. Don't like quote me on this, but maybe I have a few other videos planned on my content calendar. But like, I have videos scheduled till June. I think I have till July. So maybe that would be out in August, because I want to make it as comprehensive as possible. So maybe by August, and hopefully I can get Milanote to sponsor the video, because like the video is gonna be like a lot Milanote or Notion, because those are like the two things I used to plan my stuff. So if maybe, you know, fingers crossed, I can get them to sponsor it, then I'll be able to make it as comprehensive as possible. What brought you into digital art? Okay, so I mentioned Toba got me into art in the first place. So I drew like on paper, my sketchbook. Digital art was a senior in my school, actually. Her name is Data Pepple. She's also on YouTube. She hasn't posted in a while, but if I remember, she posted on her Instagram that she's trying to get back into making content. So she used to make digital art. She still makes digital art, but like she made digital art, and I was obsessed, because I was just like, how do you even, you know, I looked up to her so much. She makes like this really stylized, like I can never draw as stylized as how she draws, like very 2D and like stylized like characters, and I wanted to basically just draw like that. So she had like all these videos on, back then that was 2019 2017 actually, yeah. So back then in 2017, she had this video on her channel where like she explained how to use this app called what's the name of the app again? I forget. Adobe Illustrator. It was available on the iPad. I think now it's called Adobe Fresco, right? I don't remember, but yeah, she had a video on it, so I kind of just watched the videos, and that's how I got into drawing, basically. That's how I got into digital art, sorry, my bad. And yeah, I've never looked back since then. It's just I eventually moved to Procreate, because that app at that time was more vector based, and you know, I couldn't really do the kind of stuff I wanted to do, so I decided to move on to Procreate. By the way, guys, I'm trying to, I know I'm wasting so much time on the sketch, but you know what, yeah, I'm wasting way too much time on the sketch, and I don't want to focus too much on that, so maybe I would try to move on real quick to like because it's actually very simple. Hi guys. Oh, my brother is in the chats. Yeah, Top Bites Ibuka is my little brother. Literally the most supportive brother in the world. I like the necklace that she has on. I don't know if I want to include it though. I think it adds a nice personality, but I don't know. Along with her earrings as well. She's carrying a bag. Maybe I could incorporate the bag in the composition, maybe. I don't know. We're just doing trial and error, guys. It might not turn out exactly like you know, well, it's trial and error. The question is, does it look like a school uniform? I don't think so. Because I kind of want it to look like a school uniform. What can I do to make it look like a school uniform? Maybe add a pocket here, maybe? I don't know. Would there actually be a pocket here? That doesn't make sense. Okay, forget everything I said. A family reunion. Oh yeah. So my mom actually is here. My brother is here. I think he just came to support me because I mentioned I was very anxious earlier. So they just came to say hi. And then Toba is my friend from high school. But like, yeah, that's all. I was a lot more anxious, but like now I feel a lot more. I feel a lot better. I feel a lot of confidence. Totally random, but you should consider using your Twitter more. Yes, I know Instagram has been acting up lately, so I quote unquote revamped my Twitter, and I'm trying to get back to it. So if you guys can follow me on Twitter, I appreciate it. Right now it's nothing, there's nothing there, but like I think I'm gonna like be posting my sketches, and I'm still gonna post on Instagram, but like, you know, I think I want to like, you know, also like just try to post on Twitter as well. A school's logo, right? Yeah, that could work. That could work. A school logo, I guess. Let's try and like, I don't really know how to draw logos. I'm not a graphic designer, I'm sorry. Try to maybe do something like for now, just do something like this, I guess. Yeah, I heard that Twitter algorithm is a lot better than Instagram. I mean, at this point, I think every platform's algorithm is better than Instagram's algorithm. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna what's me call it? Post on Twitter more. I'm gonna try. Maybe I'll post something today. Maybe I'll post this today, like on there. Okay, so I think I'm done with the sketch for now. I wasted way too much time on this. It's probably because I was talking as well. Damn, I really like, props to streamers, honestly. Like when I started YouTube, I was like, damn, I did not know that this was so difficult. And same thing with streaming now. Like it's so difficult to try to like talk and draw at the same time, and you know, they do it so effortlessly. But like I'm trying to be like, oh, I have to talk, but then I don't want you guys to be looking at a blank screen. I have to be doing something on the screen as well, right? So props to streamers, man. So right now I'm trying to work on the line art, just in case you're wondering. That's so freaking cute. Thank you. Oops. I don't know what time. I thought the stream was gonna last for like an hour because I made it an hour because I was actually very anxious and I thought no one was gonna show up. But I'm having so much fun, so I feel like I can actually go I feel like I can go a bit longer. So like you guys can suggest when to end, because yeah, but like I'm having fun actually, surprisingly. Oops. um Okay, guys, so now my sister, well, this really actually does feel like a family reunion. My sister is in the chat right now. And she's asking, she says, OMG, how do you draw these things? I'm practicing, but nothing has changed. That's a lie. Chukwamaka, your art has improved so much. Don't let me slap you. That's a lie. She says that, but then this girl at her age, she's way better than me when I was her age. So that's not true. I'm glad you're having fun too. Thank you. I'm so happy. Oh, gosh, you know what? I'm just gonna put grammar all the way over here. By the way, for those who didn't see in the beginning, yay! You have a cute grammar. Yeah. Wait a damn minute. Okay. Curious, what are your thoughts on photo bashing, to helpful or overrated? So with photo bashing, right, there's, first of all, yeah, photo bashing is great. Actually, I photo bash specifically when I'm trying to do concepts that I want to look more like a AAA. So I think when creating concepts, you really have to know what your concept is for. So if you're doing something like that's more stylized and illustrative, like let's say the Blizzard stuff, even sometimes with Blizzard, you some of the Blizzard promotional art needs like a lot of like textures to make it look real, even though it's like stylized. You can photo bash and also use photo textures. In fact, like you won't be able to get the amount of like, you won't be able to get the look of the realistic look of like maybe let's say work like God of War, Assassin's Creed, that kind of stuff. You literally cannot get that unless you photo bash. So yeah, photo bashing is definitely not underrated. It just depends what you're trying to achieve. Like if I want to get something more like stylized and not realistic, very illustrative, right, then yeah, definitely no, I would not photo bash. I might incorporate some photo textures. I think I'll show you guys some examples. I might incorporate some photo textures, but then if I was trying to, you know what, I might as well just show you now. Why not? So I can give you a good example. So here, you guys are seeing art that hasn't been seen anywhere before yet. I was supposed to post this on my Instagram. This is actually from a year ago, I think. 2023. Oh, okay. This is actually an old work, but I think I changed the stuff. This was from last year for an art contest that I did not win, but it's fine. Anyways, this is very illustrative, and if I was doing like a character illustration like this, I would not use photo textures, or if I was going to use photo textures, it would be like very, very subtle, because I wanted it to look illustrative and not at all like realistic, or I could add some photo textures maybe to make it look a little bit more grainy, maybe, and make it look a little more detailed. A good example would be Jennifer Wosling's latest like splash art for Misfortune, the League of Legends splash art for Misfortune. Like you can tell the character is stylized, but there's so much texture going on, right? Like so much detail, right? And that's simply because like she just added photo textures, then painted on top of it. So the textures kind of like they work as textures in the sense that they just give it that gritty effect, but she doesn't necessarily photo bash, right? Photo bashing, on the other hand, will be like actually getting the image, and like I'll show you another example. So let's go to one of my works that I submitted for my portfolio, and I'll show you guys that one. Just 1 second. Okay, here it is. So on the other hand, this is photo bashing, right? Like all these elements, none of them were hand drawn. So I'm gonna just do the time lapse. So none of these were hand drawn. Like, okay, obviously I did, that's a lie, okay. I did the sketch and kind of like the position and everything. Like, okay, I want this to be the door, I want this to be this, right? And then after getting the sketch down, right, I started photo bashing. So I started photo bashing. So these are all like just photographs that I got it from Pinterest, and I just put in a mood board, in a reference library board, or in a reference folder. And I basically just photo bashed it, like, because I wanted this to look more like something you would see for the concept art for like a video game, like God of War or Assassin's Creed, and you know, something more realistic. So in that sense, I had to photo bash. I couldn't draw anything because those games kind of follow more of like realism. And some people find a balance whereby they can like draw and then photo bash on top, or photo bash and draw, you know, it depends the look you're trying to go for. But yeah, long story short, photo bashing is pretty useful. Yeah, so it depends what you're trying to achieve. I hope that answered your question. I just go back to the am I joining Mermaid 2023? So the answer is yes and no. Like, I have participated in Mermaid before, and I've never competed Mermaid before. The last time I participated was in 2019, and then I got burnt out basically. So yes, I will be drawing a few mermaids here and there, but I'm not gonna like try to complete it. I might do like a weekly one mermaid week type thing, or maybe just draw a few mermaids here and there. But yeah, I don't think I could ever do month-long challenges anymore. I just don't have the time and the mental capacity to like deal with that. So but yeah, you can follow on Instagram and Twitter, maybe Artstation as well, to see those. Hopefully, if I'm able to find time to work in them, because like I said, I'm also like really swamped with schoolwork and whatnot. So oops. You can do your mermaid drink, girl, in a way better form again. Yeah, so actually I thought about that. I might redraw some of the my sister is talking about like back in 20 do you guys want to see it? Some really old stuff. I think I have just one of it left in on my Instagram. I took down most of them, but that was a long time ago. In 2020, when 2017 or 2018, I can't remember. 2017, I think. I made some like mermaid drinks, the most cliche. I think everybody in their life has drawn like mermaids as drinks, but I kind of did that. So she said I should like probably redraw some of them. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I even have like some of these mermaids, like the mermaids I even drew for 2019. I kind of have an idea to kind of like redraw them as like splash art. So I can show you. Gosh, there's so much I want to show you guys. Like, should I just stop drawing and start showing you all? Because like I can show you this, I can show you that, I can show you all this. So yeah, I want to redraw the mermaids I did in 2019 as like splash art. So that's kind of like, but that won't be this year because like I said, I don't have time. Maybe next year. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah. Maybe lower. Okay. Okay, so like right here, I think I drew her neck too like stiff, and I want to exaggerate that. So I'm gonna give you guys a tip for exaggeration, right? I think someone asked me on Instagram, like when I edit some gestures, like how do you draw gestures, and how has gestures like helped you in drawing? So for me, for example, if I was doing this, when I'm doing some gestures, I would, let's make a new layer. When I'm drawing gestures, you focus on like the big form, right? Rather than like Procreate even had a video on this. I think he made a short on this when someone asked, how do you draw so much, like during time studies, how do you draw so much how do you draw in such a short time? And this answer is simple. You pick what you want to show, right? You draw what you feel is important to convey what you want to show. And exaggerate that. So for example, if I wanted to draw like a pose, right? Maybe a pose that looks like oh, I have a perfect example. I'll just do this here. A standing pose of a girl like this, right? Maybe she's ignore my stick figure, please. I'm just trying to, maybe she's like this, right? Let's just say this is the pose, right? Right, this is a pose. I want to draw this pose. Maybe when I do the sketch, I can draw it like this, but then you can exaggerate this even with like more realistic features. You can, I think I learned this from TB Choi. Even when you're trying to do something more realistic, you can exaggerate that form. Like you can push things and make it look more, exaggerated, right? You can kind of like push like stuff and like make it look more exaggerated, right? That just gives it more attitude, and just like, depending on what you're trying to do though. If you're trying to make a character that's actually plain and like boring, then you don't have to do all that. You don't have to do all that, but like if you that's what I'm trying to say. Anyways, right here in this drawing, I kind of want to exaggerate this like neck, because like right here, it might not look nice at the end of the day, but that's fine. You do things and you change things if it doesn't work out. But I drew the neck like this, right? A better way to represent that was to be exaggerated like this, and instead of like using a straight line like this, I would like curve it like this. But maybe that's too exaggerated, right? And this kind of gives it like a nice force, a nice flow, in comparison to if I had done it like the other way around. Let's actually see. So like you can see how much flow. Maybe it's not obvious without the body, but like yeah, this gives it a nicer like force in comparison to this. Wrong there. So I'm gonna, maybe, what time is it right now? Maybe by 8 I'll take a short break, and then when, like a 5 minutes break or something, so I can just get water, drink water, and like stretch a bit. And then when I get back, we can look at some stuff, like all the stuff I've been saying. I'll show you guys. And I'll probably just finish this off stream if we end up spending too much time looking at other stuff. Is that fine with you guys? Oh, this isn't the shirt. My bad. I thought that was a shirt. Oops. This is why you look at your reference. Okay, great. Then we'll do that then. 5, 8, I think. Oh yeah, I asked before. I don't know if I saw any replies, but is there anyone drawing along, or are we just all chilling? I'm curious. Oh, so I'm referencing this picture. I really like the contrast between like the dark skin of the girls and like the beautiful hot pink. So this is kind of like the color scheme basically. I just think this is beautiful. Like, so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. But I'll be oh no, that's no swearing. I'll be honest, I kind of want to just like jump into color. I'm so like done at this point. Like, not done per se, but like if I was to try and get if I was to try and get like her school uniform done now, it's a very simple school uniform, but I struggle with like drawing folds and like, you know, making outfit look believable. So if I was to do that right now, we would spend like so long here. So I'm trying to just like, maybe I will end up just like I'll end up just painting her face and making this like a portrait, and maybe like later I'll like, you know, draw her, add her clothes or something. So maybe for now I'm just gonna, after this like drawing her hair, I like the outline for her hair, I'm just gonna start painting, I guess. She a body, she know she a 10. We chilling, okay. Oh, I'm glad you're learning. Wait, Dummy, like Dummy from Concordia? I just realized, because I remember we have the same last name, so I'm guessing it's you. Welcome, thanks for coming. Drawing, but something else. Ooh, can you share what you're drawing? What are you drawing? I'm curious. If you can share it, that's it. How does nappy curls look like for sideburns, by the way? Let me quickly check on reference. So no, it's like maybe. Okay guys, so like I said, I'm very impatient right now, so I'm just gonna block in. Plus we have like 10 minutes to what, to 8. So let me just start blocking like her skin. Gonna use like maybe this shade of purple. Is that saturated enough? The brushes I use, linked in the description, all Jane Sketch. Most of them, like the ones, everything I've used so far has been Jane Sketch brushes. So for anyone who's curious, and it's linked below. So yeah. I think he has a Photoshop version as well. I think I linked it as well. But he has like Photoshop versions as well. So this is for Procreate, but then he has Photoshop versions. Oh, sounds nice. MPS I draw using Adobe Illustrator. Yeah, I think Adobe Illustrator is very good for like cell shaded and like very vector based programs. And if I believe correctly, like your art is very like vectorized, right? If I remember correctly. So yeah, I think Illustrator is like better for like vector based type of things. You know what? Make your hair dark and less saturated. Is the purple for the shadow? Okay, no, the purple isn't for the shadow. The purple is the base. Is the base of her skin. Because most times I'm kind of exaggerating a bit, but like when I start painting on top of it, you see it's I'm not gonna use, like, she's dark skinned, but I'm not gonna use first of all, I decided to use purple because I wanted to like really contrast with the pink. I think it would look nice. But this is like the base of her skin, because when you paint, right, you don't just like pick black for dark skinned person, right? Or you don't just pick like, you know, you can pick brown, but like depending on the lighting you're trying to go for, you know, sometimes it's best to like, there's certain colors that look better. So hopefully it starts looking reasonable when I start like painting her. For now it might not look reasonable, but like, yeah, hopefully it start looking reasonable in a bit. So sometimes I do use brown, like a dark or red, like brown or a deep shade of red, but in this case I want to use this really dark purple. So I think it's gonna look really nice and pretty at the end. So, and I'm glad you enjoy watching the stream. I hope that I don't really have a schedule for streams. Yeah, I didn't mention that before. I was going to mention it earlier. I don't have a fixed schedule for streams yet, but because of school, I just don't know how often I'm gonna be able to draw or stream. Sorry, but I will try my best to stream on Fridays, every Friday. The goal is every Friday, but we'll see how it goes. So check out my socials or community tab. I'm gonna like try my best to post on there, like whenever I'm, you know, working or something, whenever I'm about to stream or whenever I'm going live. Twitter, Instagram, all that fun stuff. I just noticed that the colors look slightly a bit lighter on the screen, like from what I'm seeing, basically. Or maybe it's my PC. I don't know. I love the texture, by the way. Thank you. Okay, I think this one. Don't know. Might make it not as bright. The like her eyes. Like here, kind of should show a bit, right? Red. Oops, no, not here yet. Hey Neddy, it's been a pleasure watching you, especially using purple, but my work shift starts soon, so I've got to bounce because... Bye Olivia, thank you so much for joining. I really do appreciate all the support, so hopefully we'll see you in the next stream. Thank you so much. Bye, have a nice day. Oops, did I not put this on? Oh. Okay, I think it's already 8 o'clock. So what I'm gonna do is, actually I'm gonna take a 5 minutes, actually it's 8:03. Okay, I'm gonna wait till 8:05, then we'll take a 5 minutes break, and then afterwards when I come back, I'll just show you guys what I've been working on. Okay guys, I'm gonna take a quick 5 minutes break just to like stand up and stretch and drink some water, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes, and when I'm back I'll show you guys some of the stuff I've been working on in school and some stuff that I've been working on in general. Okay, so I'll see you guys in 5. Okay, let me just check the chat real quick. Okay, Taba, good night. Have a great night. Okay, so I'm just quickly gonna, I don't wanna keep the stream for too long because I just realized it's actually been going for like about 2 hours or so yeah, I'll probably end the stream by like 8:30, but I'm just gonna quickly show you guys some of the stuff I worked on in my last term of school and what I'm currently working on in school right now. So anyone who maybe like has left right now can always like watch the playback. By the way, I don't know if I'm still conflicted on like if I want to post the playbacks. Like I know I'll probably post this playback, but I don't know how often I will post the playback. So maybe if I plan a stream, I will post the playback after the stream ends. But like maybe if I have a spontaneous stream, maybe like I'm working on my homework, I'm like, okay, I'm trying to do a spontaneous stream, you know, I may or may not post it. It depends. And you know, it all depends. I don't know, but like definitely this stream's playback is gonna remain on my channel. So for anyone who has left or who, you know, you can always come back to watch the playback and see whatever you missed, you know. So anyway, this was my stuff from term 2. If you want to see all the stuff I did in term 1, I have a video on my channel. I'll also link that in the description with all the stuff I did in my first term of art school. So second term, I haven't made a video for second term yet, but I'm gonna make a video. Also note that this is all the stuff not all the stuff, but some of the stuff I did digitally. So I did have anatomy class again in term 2. I can't show you guys that because it's not here. But then the stuff I did in term 2, I'll show you here. So first, I have this character over here. She's what we were supposed to draw hard. This was for a hard surface class, and basically we had to pick. He gave us 5 prompts, and we had to like design a character from start to finish and render and polish the character. But the main thing is that the character had to be hard surface. So hard surface basically means like sci-fi, no, not necessarily sci-fi, but basically like not organic, not like skin or, you know, like flesh, no, skin and flesh, not like, you know, something that's natural, something that's like, you know, made, like cars and like you know, remote controls, plastic or metal, you know, gold, hard surface. Yeah, so I went with the theme for I believe, what was it called? Damn, what was it called? Sci-fi mythological, right? So that was out of the 5 props he gave, I picked sci-fi mythological. So yeah, this is the character that I did for that one. I just played a time lapse for funsies. So I first designed, so we had to come up with character concept. I would not design a character like this anymore, like straight up with line art, and maybe I could also make a video explaining why. Like if I had known, looking back at this process, I would have designed the character with silhouettes first before moving on to line art. But regardless, I'm pretty proud of the final result. So I mean, no biggie, I guess. This is the entire process. So yeah, I finished it, but I didn't finish it. Like the wings are not you know, as you can see, the wings are very much not winging. But I will eventually rework it. So yeah, like rework the wings, I guess. What else did I do? So this one was a study. It was a field study, but basically it was also part of our rendering class. This was the first time I tried painting from grayscale to color, and I hated it. Like, okay, it was not the first time I tried painting grayscale to color, but like I did the whole grayscale to color process here, and I absolutely hated the process. Okay, hated is a strong word. I always knew I did not like working from grayscale to color, and this process just reminded me why I did not like working from grayscale to color. I don't know if you can see, but like I found it very difficult to like get rid of the grayness of the stuff, right? It's just like way too many grays. Like I couldn't get rid of it for some reason. Like you can see here, I tried to pump up the saturation, but oof. Anyways, so we had to paint a reference, a portrait. So I did this portrait. So yeah. Hi Charles, how you doing? Also from our hard surface class. Actually, most of the work here is from hard surface class. This one we had to like pick, render any parts of a like hard surface costume. So I just did something simple and easy. This is literally just like a, what's it called? Chest armor. Oh my god, I can't remember the name. But yeah, I just rendered. I picked this. It was really fun. When I started off, I used to think like rendering hard surface was so difficult, but when you understand the general way that materials work, it's very easy. Just like a few brush strokes, and you can kind of get like pretty believable material rendering. So once again, I will probably make a video. Gosh, I'm getting all these creative video ideas today. Where were all these video ideas when I was looking for video ideas? But anyways, maybe I could make a video talking more about like rendering hard surfaces and like just rendering material in general, because I noticed that like when like something that really makes an artwork is simply just conveying materials. Like you don't even have to render an artwork. As long as you're able to convey different materials on an artwork, like it elevates that piece 10 times more, you understand? So I'll probably make a video, but then again, but like I said, probably going to be in the future, not anytime soon. But yeah, this is the process for that. Very simple. And then what else? So this one is was for my excuse me. This one was for my, what class was this? Visual reference library class, and we had to create an environment piece with we had to create an environment piece for, he gave us 4 different briefs. So he gave us one that was inspired by West African, medieval England, I believe. I think there was a Chinese one and one more, I can't remember. But then yeah, I went with the West African one, and you had to come up with the concept. So basically like come up with the concept of the building or whatever, and it had to be, it had to be like a grand kind of like that when you look at it you can tell like some big guy lives here, like maybe a king or like a rich person, like a grand building and the environments. So I made a West African inspired type of like little village, and I have mixed feelings about this. On one end, I think the colors really capture like the mood I was trying to go for, like the heat of like, you know, West African, like the, you know, the traditional vibes. But then obviously I hate the perspective. Not that I hate it, the perspective is off. And yeah, I think what I like about it is the colors, the perspective, and maybe I was also using my old iPad, so I struggled with, I had a very bad layer limits and whatnot. But yeah, so if you zoom in you can tell this is horrible. Like I was also like on a time crunch. So but anyways, yeah, that's this one, and I think that's all I have to show for that term, right? Yeah, so these are some of the original concepts, ideas, iterations and stuff. So these are like some of the concepts for the building. I ended up going with this one over here. Oh, I can show you guys yeah, this is just some very rough, I didn't like this post so I stopped real quick, but like some compositions and some reference of buildings from inspired by native Igbo houses. And these were like the very first early iterations. I should have showed you guys this one first. This was the very first early iterations. So I think, yeah. And then currently this term. So this is what the stuff I'm doing for this term. For our illustration class, we have the character illustration class. So for the character illustration class, we had to come up with we had to pick an old comic book cover and redesign it. So I picked Dracula, and this is like the 3 thumbnails I submitted, and this is like the feedback from my teacher. I'm still we're doing this for the entire term, so right now I'm still very much in the early stage trying to develop it. So this was the one we picked, then he gave me some feedback. So this is like the paint over. So yeah, we'll see how this one goes. I'll eventually post it and show you guys the final And this was like my most recent homework. We just started the term off, so yeah. This one was for what's it called? Originality in design class. And basically we had to design some sort of a prop, right? Yeah. So I tried to do this like handheld monitors, and that's basically, yeah, some of it. Yeah, that's it. Nothing much else in this term. I think we have a few more minutes before 8:30, and then we'll end the stream. So maybe I can keep working on this till then. I'll most likely post the final of this on Instagram and Twitter, but then don't be surprised if like it changes completely, like the colors and everything, because I was working on stream, so I wasn't really paying attention. Like, for example, her eyes is too low. I just noticed that. But like, something might change because, when you're on stream, you're trying to do way too many things at the same time, and then you realize that, you kind of made some mistakes here and there, or you don't like it. So I'm gonna try to finish it, but then this maybe. This eye is too small. There's something wrong with her face. Like her eyes. I adjusted it obviously, so probably that messed it up a bit, but then yeah, I'm gonna have to do a lot of adjusting. I think that's slightly better. I think also. Oh shoot, I hate when that happens. You know what matters to me. Okay guys, I'm gonna stop here for today. I'll probably work on it a bit more later, maybe upload it on Instagram or Twitter, who knows, if I finish it. But before I end, I just want to say thank you guys for joining the stream. Thank you for staying here. I think we still have like a few people viewing at the moment. But yeah, thank you everyone. If you're watching the playback, thank you for watching the playback. And yeah, just in case you missed it, I'll try to stream every Friday by 6 p.m. EDT EST. Oh, I'm still trying to get used to the time zone. But yeah, so yeah, thank you so much for your questions. I really do appreciate it. So I hope I did not bore you, and I hope you enjoyed the stream. We ended up going for 2 hours 30 minutes. So yeah, thank you guys. I really had fun today, and I hope you had fun as well, or at least I hope you learned something new. So yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next stream. Bye.